Hello dear friends, today I want to tell you a few tips that will help you have a good time in Japan and also save some money. First of all, you need to plan a trip. We need to think about such questions: what time of year we want to go to Japan. What we see will depend on it. In general, Japan is good at any time of the year, but there are two periods when the country is unusually beautiful. April is the period when sakura is flowering, and at the end of November, Japanese maples turn red. Of course, if you want to swim in the open ocean, then it is worth coming in the hot summer. In general, the choice is yours. An interesting fact is that in Japan there are a large number of discounts. Tourists can use them. You just need to know how. If you have a tourist visa, you can save on transport, shopping, and much more. If you are going to travel a lot in Japan and move between big cities, you should purchase a Japan Rail Pass ticket in advance in your country before departure. In Japan you will not buy it. This will allow you to use almost all types of transport. This ticket is sold for 1, 2 or 3 weeks. It may seem to you quite expensive, but in Japan, if you travel long distances, it will pay for itself in almost one trip. And you can travel all around the country with this ticket. However, you must have a visa for at least 15 days. It is necessary to explore your route in advance, as discounts for tourists are offered even in the most remote corners of the country. And for you, many museums, temples, parks and sports grounds are generally free to enter. Also, a tourist in Japan can save on tax breaks by purchasing items, souvenirs or food in the tax-free departments. It is necessary to purchase goods in excess of 5,000 yen, something about $45. You will be able to return 8%. Some more words about traveling in Japan. If you are going to go somewhere, you can do it in 3 ways. Taxis are expensive and comfortable, but if you get stuck in traffic, it is not very fast. On the bus is also not too fast traveling around the city. Well, in my opinion, the most convenient way is the railway transport, including subways and monorails. Fast and inexpensive. About communication in the country is also worth thinking in advance. For example, your SIM card will most likely not work in Japan, and free Wi-Fi is almost impossible to find. To solve these problems, immediately at the airport, you should purchase a Japanese SIM card. And if it does not fit for your phones, well, you never know, then you can rent a local phone immediately with a working SIM card. And in order for Wi-Fi to work for you throughout the country, it can also be purchased at the airport. And for a relatively small fee, you can use it all the time. Or you can download the useful free Travel Japan Wi-Fi app. With it, you can also communicate over the wireless network. Some words about the money. It is worth having cash while traveling, as many foreign cards in Japan aren't served, and not all ATMs accept them. No, of course there are those who accept all the cards of the world, but to make your stay easier, think about it beforehand. And of course, immediately at the airport you should change all the cash to Japanese yen. Otherwise in the city you can meet with difficulties. Continuing the theme of money, never leave a tip. In Japan, this is not accepted. All pay exactly on the bill, otherwise, you can seriously offend a person. Do not litter in Japan, otherwise, you may be charged a very large fine for this. Wherever you go in Japan, most likely you will often have to take off your shoes and walk without it, or change your shoes in a special one. If you don't want to find yourself in an awkward position, it is necessary to think in advance about your appearance. Some more words about the relationship with the Japanese. They strive to be ethical and friendly towards each other. Therefore, in transport, they do not talk on the phone. And if they are talking among themselves, they do it in a whisper. After all, a loud conversation may not please people who are near you. Also learn a few phrases in Japanese. Then you can easily show your knowledge. In addition, the Japanese will like it Well, I say goodbye to you. Bye bye.